Ag retail businesses are experiencing tougher credit relations with farm clients due to difficult times in the ag sector. With bad debt increasing, an income tax deduction is allowed to help minimize that economic pain. Roger McEowen with the Washburn University School of Law joins us now for today's Rural Money segment. Thank you, Roger. Appreciate you being with us. Let's start with some background on what all contributes to what we call bad debt.
Well, good to be with you, Tammy. And of course, a bad debt is one you cannot collect on. So as we see in certain parts of the agricultural sector, primarily in the Midwest, as well as in the Plain States with those types of crops that are grown there, it's been a tough several years, and it's going to be a slow climb out of that. And sometimes a farmer gets themselves in a position with some type of agribusiness. The agribusiness may have loaned money. The farmer can't pay on it. Now it turns into a debt that cannot be collected, and it's essentially worthless. It also can be a situation where a parent, a senior generation, is trying to assist the next generation in getting involved in the farm operation. They loan some money, and that debt turns bad. So it can occur in various aspects of the farming or ranching life.
All right, good explanation there. So what does it take to be able to deduct a bad debt?
Well, really, I think there are four things. You've got to have a debtor-creditor relationship. That's the first thing. You have to have, secondly, a legal, valid, and enforceable obligation to pay a fixed or determinable sum of money. So that's the legal obligation is the second one. The third one is to pay a fixed or determinable sum of money. And then the fourth element is that you have to show that it was your intent of you and the other party to the transaction that at the time you entered into the transaction, you intended to create a debtor-creditor relationship. If you got those four elements, then you've got the prerequisites satisfied for tax deductibility.
Now, is there a tax difference between a business bad debt and a non-business bad debt?
Well, there sure is. And, of course, a business bad debt is one that relates to operating your trade or business, and it's mainly the result of credit sales to customers or loans to suppliers or clients or employers or distributors. And the difference is that a business bad debt is deducted when it becomes worthless directly from gross income. But a non-business bad debt of a flow-through entity or such as a partnership or a sole proprietorship or an S corporation, that's reported as a short-term capital loss when it becomes totally worthless, not nearly as valuable tax-wise as a business bad debt.
All right, so what do producers need to keep in mind?
Well, I think the key to this is while times are tough and it's never good to have a debt go bad because that means you're not going to be able to collect on it, the tax code does provide a little bit of cushion here by giving you a tax deduction. So that's one thing that you want to, if you get into that situation, make sure you have good legal and tax counsel to help you work through that and soften the blow.
All right, thank you so much. That's Roger McEowen, the Washburn University School of Law. We appreciate you joining us today. That's good information.